now.
Live from Pix Plaza on 42nd Street, it's the Pix 11 Morning News.
Good morning on this Friday. Thank you so much for waking up with us right here on the Pix 11 Morning News. I'm Vanessa Freeman. Craig Treadway will be along in just a minute, but let's get you going. 4:01, Alexa Farrell watching the roads and the rails, and meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden has our Friday forecast. Good morning, ladies in red.
Yes.
You know, the snow is melting, but guess what? We're gearing up for another storm. And that's something we'll be watching for the next several days. We have several rounds that we'll talk about.
The Pix 11 Traffic Report, presented by Ford.
All right, good morning. We'll get back to Stacy-Ann in just a moment there. But first, we're going to take a look here at our traffic. We have our long
Half a mile, Somerville, Newark, respectively. Let's take a look now at our satellite and radar, because after yesterday's storm, yes, we're gearing up for another winter storm that's going to bring some rain, some snow, an icy mix. We have a high pressure well to our north. We have a low developing to our south. There's going to be waves of low pressure riding alongside this front. It's going to really meet that colder air to the north, and that's what's going to help move things along. Here's a preliminary timeline of what to expect. If you have any outdoor plans or just any plans in general, do them early tomorrow. 5 to 7, that's our start time for snow. 8 to about 1 a.m. The heaviest snow is expected. That's as we head into early on Sunday. And then the wintry mix, 11 p.m. to about 7 a.m. We're going to really break it down, and we'll take a look at the timeline in greater detail coming up. We'll send it over to Alexa.
All right.
Applications are open through February 28th.
We could go live from Norway.
We could do that.
We could aim
I
for the
love
show
the
live.
calming aspect of the
Yeah.
hills and mountains.
Oh my
and
God.
all that good
Weather
stuff.
permitting.
Weather permitting, yeah.
What if it's like a deluge of just precipitation coming down here? Like, yeah, okay,
when
this
you
is
go.
relaxing.
If I'm in a cabin, I'm good.
Or it's windy and the wind is everywhere, everything is blowing everywhere.
Honestly, though, if I'm not here for a week, you know where I am.
Oh, we know to get our traffic reports from Alexa in Norway.
In Norway.
Yes. All right, thank you so much. Well, we expect to top out at around 40 and get this early. We probably already made it to 40. Temperatures are just going to be on a steady decline throughout the day. We are expecting a low of around 28, and that's later on tonight, just to give you an idea. Sun rising 6:59 for the first time in quite a while. All right, before that is, let's take a look now at where we stand as far as our satellite and radar. Widening things out, just a few lingering little pesky snow showers well inland, and this is all lake effect. As a matter of fact, there is a lake effect snow warning right up in here, upstate New York, guys. But we're dry otherwise, not expecting any activity as far as precipitation today, but tomorrow holds a whole other story. We're tracking this area of low pressure. There's going to be that frontal boundary, waves of low pressure riding alongside it. Eventually, the shift will continue north, and that's going to really set the stage for what's to come tomorrow evening. Temperatures are in the upper 30s right now. 34 Montgomery, 39 New York City, 38 Farmingdale. So not too bad. You may not need to bundle up too much, but just be warned, later on today, you'll feel the chill for sure. Afternoon temperatures, I anticipate it's going to be more like in the 30s this afternoon, so we're going to tweak this map. But for tonight, it's going to really drop off below freezing. So taking a closer look at that and our precipitation futurecast for tomorrow, increasing clouds will eventually give way to those snow showers again. Our time sometime between 5 p.m. and around 7. It does get pretty intense as the evening wears on, especially just before midnight. Those steady bands coming into play, as you can see with the darker shaded areas. It does pull out of here between sometime 4 and around 7 a.m. To our south, we could see more in the way of rain, but that's along the South Shore, and it looks like there's actually been a shift. But we'll let you know what's going on by 9 a.m. Everything is all out of here, and we'll have plenty of sunshine to follow, which will help with the and all of that, hopefully. So about 1 to 3 across the city, New York City metro area. That does include Long Island, higher totals further north, but more details to come. We'll send it over to Alexa.
All right, Stacy-Ann, sunshine sounds good right about now. Thank you so much for taking a look here at your Major Deegan Expressway. You're down to just one lane.
The 30s throughout a good part of the day. So this is what it feels like hour by hour. So make sure you bundle up, because the winds are also going to be picking up, and that's going to be a concern for a lot of folks. There is a wind advisory, but it's far inland, Sullivan, Western Ulster, everywhere else we are exempt in the meantime. So Right now, we're pretty dry. There are some lake effect snow showers well inland, but this is our next system. That stationary front will actually be on the move, and that's what's going to supply us with some snow, some ice, and rain. And let me tell you, this one may be a little bit more of a doozy as far as ice is concerned. We'll send it over to Alexa.
The Pix 11 Traffic Report, presented by Ford.
Right citizenship in the
Will be in the 30s as well. So temperatures, we're already meeting our max for the day, and it's going to continue to descend throughout the course of the day into the afternoon. Overnight, we'll be falling into the 20s, so we will be below that freezing mark. Fortunately, the snow that did come through and the ice all melted because temperatures are well above freezing. However, you know, later on tonight, if there's any little puddles or anything lingering, that will likely freeze. You know the drill. But then cold air will set the stage for what's to come tomorrow evening into early Sunday. It does clear out early Sunday morning, so the rest of the day is okay. And then that cold air will be in place. But we in greater detail in the 7-day. We'll send it over to Alexa.
All right, Stacy-Ann, we're taking a look.
Gesture of love or a stinky surprise to a recipient of their choice. So here's how it works. The zoo will send a digital card at your request. If it is the dating option, the recipient will also get an adorable video of a red panda munching on a grape.
Okay. The dumping option includes a video of an elephant pooping. You heard me right, pooping. The cost is a donation of $10. Last names will remain confidential.
Emphasis on the dump.
Okay.
I get it.
So many things to say about that.
Oh boy. Well, we are
None of them
preparing
would keep me employed.
to get a bit of a weather dump
Yeah.
Yes.
again.
Yes, we're going to dump a whole lot of snow in some cases.
Oh my goodness. Thank God that one
ice.
doesn't smell, right?
And it is a little pretty to look at once it's falling. You know, after a while, it kind of gets a little murky. All right, so here's what's happening. Headlines. It's gearing up to be a pretty okay day. Just feeling a little bit blustery, chilly, very cold later on tonight. Patchy fog for the morning commute. We'll eventually get that fog to dissipate as temperatures continue to fall, and there's more of a difference between that and the relative humidity, as well as we get daylight to help with the mixing, and the winds will help to drive things out of here. A storm system arriving tomorrow evening into early Sunday, and then accumulating snow is expected. Higher amounts north and west. We'll have a closer look at that. Temperatures in the 30s right now, Westchester County to be exact, and we'll stay within that range throughout the day, the good part of the day, and fall throughout the evening. We'll eventually be in the 20s. Afternoon temperatures may get a hint of sunshine, but the winds are going to be the dominating factor here. 35 Morristown, 36 New York City. Here's a look at overnight temperatures will be below freezing, so keep that in mind. Winds are also going to be picking up into the teens, the 20s, even close to 40 miles per hour. There is a wind advisory north and west of the city, mainly Sullivan, Western, Ulster County. Taking a look at tomorrow, between 5 and around 7 is when we can expect the start time. Things should wrap up early Sunday morning. We get some snow accumulation, especially interior sections. Across the city, we could get up to a few inches. Well, we'll have a closer look at that, but this is the next thing I wanted to show you. Depending on how far south this low remains, along with that stationary front, well, what's going to happen is if it sneaks up a little further north, we could be talking about some snow showers, but it looks like right now, based on what we're seeing, it's going to be a near miss. Southern locations may get the brunt of it, but then Thursday looks like a greater chance. So we have a lot to have to contend with. This weekend, snow, sleet, freezing rain, so icy mixes expected. There may be some ice accumulations along with travel delays. So if you have a flight, you definitely want to make sure you plan accordingly. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast, and we're going to send things over to Alexa Farrell. She's got your traffic.
All right, Stacy-Ann, thank you so much. So we're over here in Jersey on Route 3, excuse me, over by the Meadowlands. And
Right now.
Live from
Morning to you. We appreciate you waking up with us right here on the Pix 11 Morning News. I'm Vanessa Freeman.
And I'm Craig Treadway. Let's get the morning started with a look at your weather and your traffic. Alexa Farrell is checking on your Friday commute in just a moment.
And meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden getting us ready for the weekend.
Yes, and the weekend we'll have another mixed bag of snow, icy mix, and maybe even a little mix. and maybe even a little bit of rain. But let's take a look one step at a time. Winter storm watch, that's in effect. Usually National Weather Service will put this out maybe 36 hours ahead of the storm. This can get bumped up to a warning. We'll see if it does, or it can get downgraded to an advisory. We'll see how the timing works out as well as the track, but snow accumulation is possible, especially in this highlighted shaded areas. Across the board, especially north and west of the city, we encounter some snow totals, even some icy conditions to have to contend with. Wind advisory, this is through 4 p.m. This only includes Sullivan, Western Ulster County, nowhere else, but still it's going to be gusty breezes throughout the day. So factor that in. It'll feel a little bit colder than the actual temperatures for sure. So inland, a few snow showers to have to contend with. This is our next system that we're tracking for tomorrow. Temperature-wise, we're in the mid to upper 30s. We anticipate temperatures falling thereafter. That's something that we're going to continue to watch for you. And here I'll look at temperature readings throughout the day. It'll continue to descend. By 7 p.m. we'll be at around the freezing mark. We'll send it over to Alexa Farrell. She's got your traffic.
The Pix 11.
Amazing.
Gorgeous.
It's a great test, though, to see with everyone going remote anyway.
Yeah.
If they put you in a backdrop like that, would it boost productivity? You know, would you not have an issue working 5 days a week and not wanting to go to 4 days a week? You know, you have to.
Oh yeah, just with the surroundings.
Right.
Yeah. I think the biggest misconception is that those who work from home aren't really working.
Yeah.
I think you do, and I think in scenery like that, it makes you want to work more.
Yeah.
You're, you know,
Yeah.
and sometimes you even work a little longer too because you're so relaxed.
That's it. Yeah.
That's right. Well, you know what? There are from home days coming up in a little bit because we are tracking some systems. Right now, though, temperatures are in the 30s, 36 Poughkeepsie, 39, New York City, 37, Farmingdale, 39, Brookhaven. So, yeah, things are going to start to chill a little bit, literally speaking. So we're going to be in the 30s this afternoon. It'll feel more like the 20s when you factor in these winds because the winds are going to be quite blustery throughout the day. So, again, just plan accordingly, dress appropriately. Tonight, you'll definitely need the extra layers. We're going to fix this. It looks like maybe some flurries are trying to sneak in. This may be as a result of the lake effect snow showers that's well inland. I think overall, though, will remain dry until tomorrow evening. Close to around the 5 to about 7 o'clock hours is when things will start to get underway. If you're in southern New Jersey, maybe a little bit sooner than that. Then it'll start to pick up later on in the evening, sometime between, I'd say, around 8:30 or 9 up until about the pre-dawn hours, close to around midnight or so. The steady bands is indicative of the brighter blue coloring that you see there. So it looks like things have shifted a little bit further south. So that rain snow line is in the Atlantic. We'll see if that shifts any further, but then there could be some more lingering snow showers thereafter. Should be clearing out by early Sunday morning. These are preliminary totals here, close to around, I'd say, close to 3 inches in the city's possible. There may be some mixing, so keep that in mind. So these numbers could be compressed in some areas. I think higher totals will be well to our north. And here's our snow accumulation map because I wanted to kind of break it down just like this. After further discussion with Joe, of course, we're thinking like lesser amounts to our south of the city, maybe 1 to 3 inches because there'll be more in the way of mixing. But further north, where the cold air will be entrenched, that's where you pick up those higher totals. So it's expected to be some plowable snow across parts and icy conditions as well. Could be an icy glaze of up to maybe 2/10 of an inch in some spots. And more snow to come next week. There's a check.
The bread and milk
today.
and
Oh, not the bread and milk.
the Super Bowl.
There's a crisis. Get your wings, get your nachos, your cheese, all that stuff. Yeah, because it's going to be quite interesting. But, you know, may impact your day on Sunday. So, but further south you are, less in the way of that. But either way, just plan Chester at 39. We've already pretty much hit our highs. Temperatures are expected to continue to decline throughout the day. Step outside, 30 degrees, Newark, New Jersey, 34, New York City, 30 in Farmingdale. So make sure you bundle up. You may not need to do so much right now, but later on today for sure, temperatures are expected to decline below freeze right through 1 p.m. just to give you an idea of what we're going to be working with. Winds are going to pick up as well. And of course, we are gearing up for this next storm system. More on that in the timeline coming up. We'll send it over to Alexa now.
Before you do
Agreed.
it. Yeah.
No going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's take a look at current conditions. No going back now. The storm is on the way. Right now, though, enjoy a pretty nice day. Temperatures, we'll get to that, but wanted to point your attention to visibility because we've been having some issues. So it's finally starting to get better. We're at 5. farm camera jumping around just a little bit. Winds are starting to pick up. It will pick up during the afternoon hours. Tomorrow we're going to talk about it and time it out for you. We'll send it over to you, Vanessa. I'm sorry, Alexa.
That's okay,
Vanessa's
Stacy-Ann.
on the brain.
A compliment. You think I look like Vanessa? Thank you.
We're all in red.
I know. All right, your Gowanus Expressway.
Talk about getting a head start on everything.
We
Very
could all
nice.
use like a brush up.
Yeah,
with that
they've got
course.
resumes. I don't have a
know.
resume. I got to work on that.
Like you said, we could be working for some of those kids. Sir.
Probably
My
will be, yeah.
Goodness. All right, 5:50. Let's take a look outside. Alexa Farrow watching the roads and the rails, and meteorologist Stacy-Ann Gooden has us covered with our forecast, even though we may not want to hear the news.
Yeah.
But we
It's
got to
tough
prepare.
I know. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. And you know, looking back to yesterday just adds insult to injury. Although, you know, it wasn't a massive storm with significant totals. It just proved to be very treacherous, especially early in the morning. But as temperatures warmed, it allowed for some melting and it got better throughout the course of the day. For tomorrow, snow getting underway close to around the 7 o'clock. That's a window of opportunity. And then it moves through early Sunday morning. And then we're back to dry conditions for the time being. But the cleanup is over later in the day. It looks like the central southern part of New Jersey getting hit with those flakes to start at around the 4 o'clock hour. The track, the timing, all of that will change, but I just wanted to give you preliminary totals and preliminary outlook. And then things will start to, there will be chances for snow. Let's send it over to Alexa Farrell. She's got your commute.
All right, Stacy-Ann, I don't know what's going on with my voice this morning. Taking a look here at your Alexander Hamilton Bridge.
All right, so here's what's happening. Of course, take a look at the consistent wind speeds of 15 to 20 miles per hour. Higher gusts up to 50 is expected these particular areas, but not out of the question. So there could be some downed tree limbs, power lines, power outages. Half a mile, Somerville, Newark, respectively. Let's take a look now at our satellite and radar, because after yesterday's storm, yes, we're gearing up for another winter storm that's going to bring some rain, some snow, an icy mix. We have a high pressure well to our north. We have a low developing to our south. There's going to be waves of low pressure riding alongside this front. It's going to really meet that colder air to the north, and that's what's going to help move things along. Here's a preliminary timeline of what to expect. If you have any outdoor plans or just any plans in general, do them early tomorrow. 5 to 7, that's our start time for snow. 8 to about 1 a.m. Heaviest snow is expected. That's as we head into early on Sunday. And then the wintry mix, 11 p.m. to about 7 a.m. We're going to really break it down. We'll take